This video goes out to somebody named Monica Punk. I'm going to be right to the point about this. You will never be anything, you will never do anything, and you will never go anywhere in your life unless you get off your fat fucking lazy ass and get off the couch and do something that you want to do with your life. You cannot live off the dimes of people like myself and everybody else out there who work their asses off for a living so that they can make their own lives better. I think it's a goddamn devastating, huge tragedy that in this country we have motherfuckers like this lazy piece of shit who made a 9-minute fucking video about how they don't want to do shit with their lives, left and right, able to get on disability. Yet, there are people out there who come back from the Middle East, they come back from wherever they're stationed right now in the world, maybe with a leg blown off, or they're all psychologically messed up from PTSD, and they need help, they need resources, they might need to be on disability because of their disabilities making them unable to work for the rest of their lives, and yet they're not able to get that. They're denied because some motherfucking cocksucking piece of shit like this asshole was able to get it first. I have no sympathy for this piece of shit. I will never. I hope to God you fucking crawl under a goddamn dumpster to die one day, you fucking junky piece of shit. You're obviously on drugs. You obviously never graduated high school. More than likely, you didn't even want to get your head out of your ass enough to get the effort to get a fucking GED. And you're going to complain about how you want to live off my fucking taxes that I have to pay every single April 15th? Fuck you. I have no sympathy for any motherfucker like this whatsoever. At all. I was on disability for a very short time in my life after an accident left me unable to work after I completely fucked up my leg entirely, and I had to have about 14 fucking surgeries, and it was not fun. And I would love to see somebody try to get ahead of me in line to get approved for that and say, well, you know, I would like to get on disability because I don't want to do anything with my life. Oh my God, I would have stood up on my fucking brace and everything, and I would have taken it right off and then beat their fucking ass with it and then say, there, look, you fucking pope. Now you got a fucking reason to complain. Alright? I'd love to see somebody that came back from the Middle East with fucking, like, one of his hands blown off and just beat your ass with the stump and say, now you got a fucking reason to complain. Now you know a little bit of what I faced. You know? I don't fucking have any sympathy for you, you lazy son of a bitch. At all. You know what you should do? You should get the fuck off YouTube, stop thinking people would ever sympathize with somebody like you, and go somewhere in your life. You're a fucking parasite. You're a fucking loser because you're self-aware that you want to be lazy, and you want me to be okay with that. I'm not okay with that. A while back, I made a video about addiction, and I made it clear that people that are under the influence of an addiction need sympathy. However, if they get to the point to where they're like totally fine being a fucking junkie, totally fine being a fucking wastoid, and they want to do anything and everything to manipulate you as a human being, and you as a friend or even a family member to fucking live on your couch and eat their fucking chips all day while they watch Steve Wilkos or Maury or what was that other guy? Montel Williams and Jerry Springer. All these fucking dickloads who made a career off motherfuckers like this and exploiting their problems, and you're coming off as a good guy as if you could ever do such a thing in none of those circumstances of making a career off motherfuckers like this. You know, maybe if you got off the couch and stopped wasting your time with shit like that, you'd go somewhere. But you know what? I don't think you will. I really don't. I think that you're going to sit there and make more videos about, stop bullying me, I want to die now. Shut the fuck up, motherfucker. You don't have the balls to kill yourself. You know how much balls it took for Kurt Cobain to stick a 12 gauge in his mouth and blow his fucking head off? And you're going to sit there and make all these artsy-fartsy wannabe fucking intellectual videos about how you want to kill yourself because life is too hard? Life on this planet is a cesspool fishing for turds. And I think everybody is aware of that. Now, if you want to go fucking continue with that struggle, that's on you. Apparently, you're tied to this cheese-chasing game so fucking much that you do want to continue the struggle. Otherwise, you wouldn't be fucking lounging around on somebody's fucking couch. I have no sympathy for you. I never fucking will. And eventually, you're probably just going to fucking die, not in an industrial accident that you're worried about dying from at a work environment. You're just going to die of a goddamn heart attack because it looks like, from your current fucking state, your cholesterol has to be in the millions. And your heart will just, boom, go like a hand grenade, and that'll be the end of it. You will have done nothing. You will have made no impact on anyone. You will have contributed fucking zero to this world, and then you want people like me to feel bad for you so you can go suck money out of the fucking taxations of paychecks of people in this country. You want to put yourself on the same level as an injured soldier or somebody that got fucking shredded at work by something that they, work around. Let's say they work in a factory and say they were on one of these fucking machines where they have one of these big slabs come down and press a big piece of sheet metal. And say the guy accidentally got his hands too close, wasn't able to pull them away in time. He gets his hands flattened by something like that. And he cannot work because, well, he's got no fucking hands no more. What's he going to do? He's going to type with his stumps? And yet, he's unable to get disability because motherfuckers like you have bankrupted, for the most part, Social Security. One moment. Talking this much really dried out my throat because I'm just so fucking infuriated. I tried 3 fucking times to make a video response to this, but I just was unable to until now because I just couldn't fucking sit there and bear to keep listening to 9 minutes of this goddamn shit. I couldn't even fucking do it. I tried it like my old Onision videos where I'd play a little bit of what they had to say, pause it, and then say what I wanted to say. I just couldn't fucking do it. This is too stupid. This is too fucking stupid. And what pisses me off is this is not an isolated incident. There are fucking thousands of people in this goddamn country that are like this. The one that sickened me the fucking most, and I don't give a shit if people think that this is a little too harsh to say, is this ghetto-ass Propecia motherfucker, this fucking whore, who seriously fucking did one of the stupidest things I ever fucking heard in a goddamn news story. Now, here's a little rundown of the news story. She had some dude come over to the house to go cut her grass and fucking keep her yard up, even though they probably more than likely lived in a Section 8 house anyway, and they were going to have some dude named Hector come over to do it for them anyway. But they hired this guy to do it for whatever fucking reason. The guy whose work for the day was done, they paid him, and he said, hey, can you give me a lift back to the house? Now, what happened when they got in the car and they wanted to give this guy a lift back to his house? Well, they left their kids in the house unattended, unfucking supervised, as, many of these worthless ghetto pieces of fucking shit do. And what happened? Well, the worst case scenario you could fucking imagine happened. The goddamn house caught on fire. Some like electrical fire or something like that. They don't even know the full details of it. The place was roasted to a crisp. Now, they fucking remember that they left their kids home. The kids died in the house fire. Many neighbors saw the place up in flames. They heard the children screaming. They tried to run in, get them out. Horrible situation. Even the firefighters were fucked up after they went in there and saw what they had to see. And that's why I will never talk shit about people that work in the firefighting profession. Because if it's, it's one thing to put your ass on the line as a cop. You worry about getting shot, you worry about getting stabbed, all that stuff. It's another thing to be an EMT, too, because you have to really see some seriously fucked up shit. But a firefighter to die in a fire is like my worst nightmare. And to be the first one on the scene, to see somebody like roasted to a crisp, oh God, it's just got to be fucking unimaginable. But anyway, even these guys were fucked up after they saw what they had to see. Now, after all of this chaos, all of this tragedy had happened, and this is the part, I nearly put my fist through my screen when this piece of shit said it. She was being interviewed. The lady that had dropped this guy off, left her fucking grandkids in the house. She was being interviewed by a TV station, and she said, oh, I got to get on to get in there. I mean, I got my welfare card in there and my purse and all this other stuff with all my information, and it's like, are you fucking retarded? Your grandchildren fucking died in a goddamn house fire, and you're fucking worried about your fucking welfare check, you piece of shit? This is why I don't sympathize with people like this. I could never, because they care more about the fucking money that I make, more about the fucking money people like my fiance make, that you, the people in the audience that have jobs and stuff, everybody out there watching this that has jobs make, than they do about anybody else in their fucking lives. They care more about themselves. I don't sympathize with motherfuckers like that. You shouldn't sympathize with people that fucking selfish, and I certainly don't sympathize with your pink-haired fat fucking ass coming up in here saying that you don't want to work because the world is too hard. The world, like I said, is a cesspool of shit with people that are bobbing for turds in it, trying to aggrandize their own egos, and even people that fucking shitty can get a job. Oh, retail work is too difficult. Duh. It's not supposed to be easy. When I worked in retail, I had to deal with somebody so fucking retarded they actually wanted to bag a fucking dryer they bought. Okay? Let me go get like 20 garbage bags for you, sir, and stitch them all together. I kind of wish that they didn't go by the customer's always right. You know, people might judge my character because of the way I dress and that I'm in comic books and I'm in a band and all this other fucking shit. But at the end of the day, I bust my ass to have what I have in life. You know, I didn't just get it all given to me. I come from a very rich family, but I am the poor kid out of a rich family of people that could help me out anytime they wanted to, but chose not to. And to be honest, in retrospect, I gotta kind of respect that. Because living life with a silver spoon stuffed up your ass ends you up the same way as this motherfucker. Excuse me. One thing I wasn't prepared for moving out to this side of the country was the fact that not only is it incredibly humid and has a lot of pollen, but it's also incredibly dry. I moved here from Las Vegas. That's fucking saying something. I came from a goddamn dust bowl and I'm telling you it's dry. Shit's so fucking dry. It's like a 90-year-old vagina. I'm not even going to go into it and make the fucking audience collectively vomit. But anyway, this shit pisses me the fuck off, and I will never fucking sympathize with somebody like this. Fuck you. You need to get off the couch. Stop eating Twinkies. Get a fucking life. Fuck you. Everybody else that's like this, these shithead fucking juggalos that are like this, and more than likely this piece of shit is one, because the tattoo that she has on her arm in the video, I swear to God, it was red. More than likely, it's a fucking hatchet man. People like this all think the same. Why do I want to get a job? Why do I want to contribute to the world? I mean, yeah, contributing to the world and doing what you can to make it a better place would make it easier to live in. And eventually we wouldn't really have to work too overly hard because the world would be a better place. But why would I want to be a part of that? I want somebody else to sit here and peel my jaw open and stuff fucking food in it. I want them to sit there and peel my wallet open and put all their money in it. I want, fuck you. I want to see people like you just get the fuck out of here. Anyway, I'm Someguy827. I'm going to go have a beer and chill the fuck out. And you, the viewing audience, you have a good day and chillax. Because people like this, they just suck. You know, they really do. And before I officially end this video, I just want to say, not all people on welfare suck. Not all people on disability suck. There are people that deserve the checks that they get because they need it. You know, they were in an accident, or they were in war, or they were fucked up, you know, since birth with something that gave them a debility that kept them unable to be a fully contributing member of society. The thing that separates them from motherfuckers like this fat bitch is that they wanted to be one, that they wanted to work. I've known somebody who's basically had scoliosis his whole life so bad that basically, excuse me, sorry for sounding like I have tuberculosis, but he basically had scoliosis so friggin' bad that his back practically looked like the Superman symbol. It was so fucking curved. And he couldn't do shit. The guy could barely get around. He was in such constant pain. And more so is when you get pain that extreme, they basically give you narcotic strength painkillers to knock it out. And he was just fucked up all the time, but he really wished that he wasn't because he wanted to get out there and earn his own money. He hated living off the government. He hated having to have a life so boring that all he can really do is sit on the couch and watch television. He wanted to fucking do something. And, you know, you're just going to sit there and you're going to bitch about how you can't contribute shit. Fuck you. Makes me fucking sick to my stomach. Anyway,